from the Richmond Journalism Teaching Studio at the University of Illinois campus, UI7 News, your U of I news source.
Good evening, I'm Olivia Schmidt.
And I'm Cristiano Simonetta.
Tonight, on a very special edition of UI7, we present Claws and Paws, a whole show dedicated to just pets.
From canine dogs to a woman who owns more than 30 chickens, we'll show you a variety of animals who are more than just a pet to their owners. We start off with an officer and his canine in the University of Illinois Police Department, a bond that goes deeper than the line of duty.
Also, how one group is helping greyhounds transition into their forever homes.
And later, we take you to a preschool in Champaign where animals are helping kids learn about the world around them.
Plus, a Champaign family has a cat, a dog, and a horse, but their most interesting household critters are ones you'd least expect. Canine police dogs are trained to assist law enforcement personnel. UI7's Shani Benezra meets a canine named Zuri at the University of Illinois Police Department.
Zuri became part of the UIPD K9 team 5 years ago, when she was just 13 months old. Dogs chosen for the K9 unit have been tested to do police work, but don't yet have the training to do so. Tony Pyatt at the Midwest Professional Canine Services in Tilton, Illinois, started Zuri's training process.
We teach the dog for drugs to certain odors, and we teach it how to indicate for the odors.
Officer Chu is her full-time handler. He says training doesn't stop there.
It's what we do. You know, I lay a track for her every day we're at work. The training process is ongoing too. It's almost every single day.
Officer Chu says an important part of working as a team is learning each other's body language.
Oh, they get happy tail all the time. The other thing with dogs too, it's not so much the command as much as it is the voice, deep, or, you know, like if I tell her, "That's a good girl," "Yes, that's a good girl," or if I say, "Oi, nine."
Luckily for Zuri, Officer Chu has handled canine dogs in the past and knows exactly how to challenge and reward her.
Her reward is ball on a rope. That's what it is. And I say that's her paycheck. That's what she gets paid. Like I get paid money, she gets paid a ball. If I don't ever pay her, give her her ball, she's just going to quit working.
Although canines are trained to be out in the field, Officer Chu says that Zuri has become a part of his family. Yeah,
she comes home with me every day. I'm her care provider, so I feed her, bathe her, take her to the doctor when she needs to go to the doctor. A lot of people don't realize is there is a huge bond between the handler and the canine. And the biggest reason, number one, you have to have that in order to be a good team together. But I spend more time with her than I actually do with my other kids because she comes to work with me every single day.
Dogs are a man's best friend, especially in the K9 unit. In Urbana, I'm Shani Benezra, UI7 News.
Service dogs aren't just work dogs, sometimes they offer emotional support. Nia Crittenden sees how much one Chihuahua helps out his owner.
Emotional support animals are seen as a source of comfort. For many, they provide security, companionship, and love for individuals suffering from mental or emotional illnesses or disabilities. Alicia Rauch says she has been a pet owner for 15 years. She and her husband Ryan Rauch own 3 Chihuahuas, Pablo, Mila, and Rook. Pablo, who has epilepsy, is her emotional support dog. She says Pablo is kind, gentle, and he knows when he needs to be there for her. She says Pablo is very well behaved, but says emotional support dogs and service dogs are not the same thing.
Like with service dogs, it's different. They do have to do those kinds of things. Emotional support dogs are a little different, and it's something that's newer to society today, so I feel like it's becoming more socially acceptable and people are understanding it more now.
Alicia says she was able to get him certified through her physician, and he has documentation to be able to fly with her when she travels. And Pablo travels a lot.
He has been to Chicago many times, to Nashville, he's been to Texas, he's been to St. Louis.
Alicia says being able to bring him with her has even made getting through the airport a little easier.
Flying with animals has become easier over the years, and policies have changed to benefit emotional support dogs.
Alicia says she thinks there is a negative stigma surrounding emotional support animals, and she would like to see others be more open to the idea.
I would hope that other people would do it. I encourage other people, especially if somebody has a condition that meets the requirements. Like myself, I have anxiety and I have depression, and so Whenever I'm feeling like that, like to have my dog with me and to have him be with me, it's comforting and it helps me, you know, get through things without having to take medication.
For UI7 News, I'm Nia Crittenden.
Dogs aren't the only animals who assist people in their everyday lives. UI7's Carmen Casillo speaks to a couple who has found a way to heal their community through horseback riding.
Dory Regal and Terry Plampin are two Pasodum locals who devote almost all of their time to animals. But it isn't all horseplay with this couple. Terry, the executive director of Healing Horse Stables, just recently started working with horses in 2011. However, program director Dory has had horses since she was a little girl.
I had a little white Shetland pony named Silver, who I rode.
The couple has founded a therapeutic riding center that allows riders to enhance their overall balance, orientation, body awareness, and strengthens core muscles. The two have found a passion to heal people through riding.
The therapeutic riding aspect of what we do out here fills a need in the community.
Terry also says that it is important to get the horses to trust you and to work with you.
What the horse-person interaction can provide is unique to horses and people.
Dory says there was one young lady who had many violent outbreaks in high school, and her interaction with horses has definitely been therapeutic.
It's transformed her so much. She's almost like a different kid.
Working horses aren't always fun and games. They can positively impact people who have autism, PTSD, or are physically challenged. It also helps that these horses are so loving.
And we have very friendly horses.
For UI7 News, I'm Carmen Castillo.
A dog named Honest is giving one Champaign resident independence she never knew she was missing. UI7's Allie Mae takes a look at how Honest is more than just a working animal.
These Honest eyes belong to a dog who's more than just a cute face. And for Caitlin Botcher, this dog named Honest is not only her service dog, but also a best friend. Caitlin told UI7 how Honest gives her independence she never knew she could have.
Since getting Honest, I feel like I'm a lot more independent with stuff and just like an overall happier person. I think can be around like makes a huge difference.
Caitlin said Honest can perform over 40 tasks for her, some of which include turning on and off lights, opening doors, pushing elevator buttons, or even picking up things off the ground for her. She says he's a big help for her and her roommate Maddie, but more than anything, he's her companion.
He's my best friend, and I like it, and I didn't think before I had a dog that like having a service dog would like that I would be as emotionally attached to him as I am now, but like I definitely am.
Honest not only helps Kate, but also her roommate Maddie, so Kate let me give it a try. Hey, Honest. Honest, get it. Here. Honest, here. Here. Good boy. Kate's roommate says she's become more confident and independent since Honest came into their lives.
She was always very outgoing, even before Honest. But when she got Honest, I think she was more sure of herself.
In Champaign, I'm Allie Mae, UI7 News.
It's amazing what dogs can do. Coming up next on Claws and Paws, a local group helps greyhounds in the community find their future families.
And we meet a groomer who shares a special bond with all of her clients. Don't hit the pause button, we're just getting started.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
American Greyhound rescues and facilitates adoptions for retired track racers.
UI7's Jiyeon Kim shows us how 2 greyhounds have adapted into their new homes.
They call them the world's fastest couch potatoes.
After just a couple of laps around the backyard, Gunner is ready for a well-deserved nap. Owner Sarah Luffenberg says most greyhounds are usually calm and gentle in nature despite the misconceptions. Luffenberg is one of many adoption coordinators for American Greyhound, where she met Gunner. American Greyhound is a non-profit organization that rescues retired dogs from tracks and find them foster or forever homes in the Midwest. She says American Greyhound was fantastic to work with when adopting Gunner and says he is the perfect addition to her family.
In the house with humans that, anybody that visits, he absolutely has a heart of gold. And just love having him around. He makes us laugh all the time.
Luffenberg says there is a growing population of greyhounds in the Champaign-Urbana area. She says she would love the opportunity to spread the word about what great pets they make.
Greyhounds are so much more than their fast speed and distinctive stature. Many fall in love with their own for their intelligent and quirky talents.
We recently discovered that he likes to sing, and so when the kids would practice piano, he started to rue, and we noticed that sometimes he actually kind of hits the right note.
Volunteer and greyhound owner Jennifer Mendel says Goldie was a match at first sight.
When we first met her, my husband said, "Yep, that's the one."
She says Goldie had to learn how to be in a house. Although building trust with Mendel and walking on hardwood floors were all challenges, her transition was rather smooth. American Greyhound hosts meet and greets where they all gather to share their love for the special breed. In Champaign, I'm Jiyeon Kim, UI7 News.
Go get your teddy. Go get it.
UI7 Samantha McQueen tells us about a dog groomer who doesn't have kids of her own but considers her customers as her children. You know, this show has been great so far. How about that story about the greyhounds?
Oh my gosh, I think it has a better singing voice than me.
I was sitting by the piano right there, and you know what? I think we have the story, so here we go.
Leslie Hettinger's passion for dog grooming grew when she started to show dogs and did not want to pay someone else to groom her own dogs.
I do love making them all pretty. The dramatic transformation's fun, especially when you get somebody that brings their dog in that, oh my God, you're just gonna have to shave it down. And I make it look beautiful, and then they come back and they're so happy.
Hettinger did her training for a woman in St. Joseph for 5 years and fell in love with the new journey of dog grooming.
There we go.
She owns a dog who doesn't need a lot of grooming care, so going to work every day fulfills her love for grooming.
I just want to get through it. Typically, dogs go in to see a groomer at least every 4 to 6 weeks.
Hettinger has seen the same dogs over the years, where she has been able to build a tight bond with who she calls her 5 million children.
Laura, that is not allowed technology to work.
She's been grooming the same doggy clients since they were as young as 6 weeks old and has watched them grow up.
It helps support her standing.
Hettinger loves going into work every day and wouldn't trade it for anything else. She says seeing these dogs puts a smile on her face every morning.
If I have a crummy day and I come into work and they all sit on the grooming table and give me hugs and kisses, that makes my day better.
In Savoy, I'm Samantha McQueen, UI7 News.
Some dogs are trained to aid people in their lives, while others are taught to behave in the house. UI7's Evan Kahn talked to a local trainer who teaches them all.
When Katrina Junis was 15, she got a Border Collie puppy for Christmas. Soon after, they began driving an hour each way to take agility training classes together. Fast forward to present day, and you'll find her working 70 to 80 hours a week training dogs.
I run everybody through at the beginning, whether it's a private or behavioral lesson. I run them all the way up to their goals, essentially. And they'll work with only me.
Junis is the owner of Pupcakes Training, where she works with all types of canines from service dogs to puppies. Dog owner Lisa Richardson has 2 dogs at home that never received any training. When she got an Australian Shepherd puppy, Richardson says she wanted her new dog to get lessons from someone both her and the pup felt connected to.
I did check other places, but I liked her style. I liked her personality. I liked the way I saw her interact with animals, just her personality in general and her commitment to it. She's very dedicated to it, and she has a lot of knowledge.
Junis saw herself going to vet school here after getting a bachelor's in animal sciences. Then she noticed she could make a living off of her hobby, and her plans changed. Junis started training dogs when she was 17 and did it as a part-time job throughout college. She says after working and interning in vets' offices, she felt the job she already had was the most rewarding.
This lets me deal with more of the positive aspect of it. You know, people, they have problems and they ask you to help them. And I like that.
With her schedule always full of 4-legged friends, Junis hopes to soon open a building large enough for a 100-foot by 100-foot dog show ring. For UI7 News, I'm Evan Kahn.
Pet product sales are at an all-time high. Experts say an estimated $44.6 billion were spent on food, supplies, and over-the-counter medicine in 2017. UI7's Zach Bearcat has a story.
Yeah. What was first seen as an animal of prey some 14,000 years ago now is seen as a normal household pet. Dogs. They are a part of many people's lives, and the pet supply industry is growing because of this. Gary Herzog is the owner of the pet shop Prairieland Feeds in Savoy, Illinois. He says that many people treat their dogs as family.
We will do almost anything for our pets, and we will spend a lot of money to make sure our pets are happy.
He says that dog product sales in his shop make up 65 to 70% of the total pet product sales. In fact, there is an estimated $69.36 billion spent in pet product sales in 2017. There has been significant growth each year since 1994. 60.2 million U.S. households own a dog, and people spend an estimated $412 annually between food, vitamins, and toys. 89.7 million Americans own a dog. But why do we spend so much on dog supplies like these? Maureen Tan is a consistent shopper of pet supplies. She has her own dog and finds good reason for buying her dog stuff.
So I'll get little toys, and then it's entertaining because they may love it, but I can sit there and watch them, and my husband can watch them chase something around for, an hour, and it's like, yeah, that was fun.
Tan is not the only one who gets enjoyment out of this. Marie Miller also owns a dog, and she finds herself at the pet store every other week.
Whatever she wants, that's what she's going to get. Sometimes she doesn't even know she wants it, and she gets it anyway. Every day's Christmas.
In Champaign-Urbana, I'm Zach Bearcat, UI7 News.
Those stats are unbelievable, Olivia.
They sure are. After the break, we'll visit the Bradley house to see 3 girls and their special connection with their exotic pets.
Grab the tissue box, you're going to need it after this story.
Families come in all sizes and shapes. Sometimes your friends are your family by choice, or sometimes you're just stuck with Uncle Charles. But what we know is that you want to protect the people that are close to you. But the flu can unravel everything. Your flu vaccine protects you and your family. No matter what draws your family together, protect yourself, protect your family. Everyone needs a flu vaccine.
Good morning, Illini.
Hey, good morning, Illini, and selamat pagi.
Not all pets are furry and have 4 legs.
UI7's Carolyn Hinman got a closer look at what a love for an uncommon pet looks like.
Gwen Wilson, or more commonly known as the Crazy Chicken Lady, is a local Champaign County resident, redefining the typical pet. For the past 9 years, Wilson has been raising chickens right in her backyard.
We were always planning to have about maybe 12 chickens, just kind of eggs for our own use. And then the more we learned about the different breeds, the more, we thought, oh, let's try that, let's try those. So sometimes we'll have as many as 60 or 70 chickens.
She couldn't maintain the chicken coop without her family's support. Her husband Todd built the coop where the chickens stay and lay their eggs. I'm here in the handmade chicken coop where Gwen has set up insulation and heat lamps to keep her chickens all year round. Wilson's family has even coined the term Gwen's hens, as she names each chicken and insists they all have different personalities. She even admits to her favorites, like a rooster named Chewbacca and a hen named after the Harry Potter character Hedwig. Her sister, Robin Kaler, attested Gwen has always been an animal lover since they were kids and loves reaping the benefits of her sister's pets.
We live on the eggs. Yeah, I am an egg snob now. Her eggs are the best, and they were raised in a very kind and compassionate and fun place.
Her love of chickens doesn't stop outside, but takes a turn inside as well, as Wilson's home is decorated with chickens throughout. She's even customized her wall paint to match her favorite chicken Hedwig's specific egg color.
I hope they have a happy life, and they seem happy.
The next project for her beloved chickens is to build them a handmade swing. In Urbana, I'm Caroline Hinman, UI7 News.
Chickens aren't the only pets that live on farms. UI7's Lena Marie checked out the baby goats at Prairie Fruits Farm.
Prairie Fruits Farm is a farm located in Champaign, Illinois. The farm raises their goats for at least 10 years and provides care and love to every goat. Although they use the goat's milk to make cheese and gelato to sell, they are much more than profitable animals to the Prairie Fruits Farm family.
Our goats are born on the farm, so we raise them from when they're just little kids till when they're in the milking herd. We milk them twice a day, so we have a really close, intimate relationship with them as they come onto the milking stand.
The goats are fed milk from bottles and hay by hand. Each goat gets individual attention on a daily basis.
All the goats are born and raised on this farm and fed with hay like this. And they sure seem to love it here.
Prairie Fruits Farm is home of hundreds of goats, and although the farm family gives lots of love and attention, they love hosting events for community members to share love and affection to their goats as well.
By taking good care of them and treating them with dignity and respect, they continue to thrive and be healthy, and that's for us is the name of the game.
The owners wait a few months after the goats are born to get to know their personalities. Then they choose a theme and decide a name for each and every one of them. Last season was flowers, and this little guy was named Delilah.
Hi. We do make cheese, we do sell it, but it all comes down to, working with them and just the day-to-day taking care of them that we really enjoy and makes it all worth it.
The goats never spend a day away from the others. They get to roam acres of land daily and seem to love their owners just as much as their owners love them. In Champaign-Urbana, I'm Lena Marie, UI7 News.
From farms to classrooms, one preschool in Champaign is adding animals to its curriculum. A preschool in Champaign is using animals in its curriculum to make science class more fun for kids. At Next Generation Preschool on Galen Drive, the glass-enclosed science room resembles a zoo, filled with different animals from several ecosystems. With class favorites like Gordon the Bearded Dragon and Gizmo the Bunny, science teacher Graziella Murad says the interaction between the animals and the kids is truly remarkable.
It's very special to be able to have those animals in our curriculum for the kids, for kids to watch and pet and interact with them. It's very, very unique, this program and this possibility.
Murad, a biologist who has been instructing at Next Generation since August of 2016, tries to teach the kids a different habitat every month of the school year. She says she's always searching for new ways on how to get the animals involved in the education process.
We can use them when we're talking about the habitats. Some animals are from the desert, from the ocean, from the rivers and lakes. And then we get to see how they eat, what they eat, how they survive, how they camouflage.
Each day, Murad brings the animals out of their exhibits for hands-on learning, where the kids get a chance to feed, touch, and even hold them. With the animals' safety in mind, she preaches a calm voice and a calm body presence to prevent injuring or scaring them. The kids are happy to oblige, especially if it means spending more time with Gizmo or Gordon.
Just like Next Generation, Southside Elementary School is the home of a 3-year-old bearded dragon named August. UI7 Stella Yu visits a 4th grade class to learn more about her.
Southside Elementary School 4th grade teacher Alex Park decided to purchase a bearded dragon named August as her class pet 3 years ago.
I chose a bearded dragon because I thought it was the coolest, and it's actually the easiest to take care of from hamsters and guinea pigs and animals like that, because those take a lot more cleaning and maintenance.
Although some of Park's students were initially intimidated by August's appearance, by the end of the year, they learned to become comfortable with the bearded dragon.
They all are able to hold it and pick it up. The bearded dragon doesn't mind being held because it was held starting at a young age, and so it's used to people petting it and touching it.
Bearded dragons are class-friendly pets and are not vicious reptiles.
They have teeth, but they don't bite. My bearded dragon has never bitten anyone before, even situations where someone accidentally drops it or scares it.
For many students at Southside, a class pet gives them the opportunity to make them feel like it's their own.
A lot of the kids in our school district don't have their own pets, and so because they don't have the finances or they're just not able to, so it gives them the sense that it's their pet as well.
I like how she likes giving kisses. You can play with August a lot during free time, and I like playing with August.
It looks like she's smiling. The way her mouth is shaped, it looks like she's always smiling, so she always seems really happy.
Park's goal is to ensure that students know that it's not just her pet, but a shared responsibility among the students. In Champaign, I'm Stella Yu, UI7 News.
3 sisters treasure their time with their exotic animals, and they're not your traditional household pets.
See?
It's a fable as old as time, the tortoise and the hare, or for the Bradley family, the tortoise and the hedgehogs.
They do get along, yes. So they just Flash likes to run away from the hedgehog, and hedgehog likes to trample him.
The Bradleys aren't your typical pet owners.
We started with the simple, but it's always good to try new things and try new different types of animals.
They have a dog, a cat, and a horse, but their most treasured creatures are their 2 hedgehogs and their baby tortoise.
And for the Bradleys, these exotic animals are more than just pets. They're a part of their family.
Babette is the oldest of 4. She says she's always loved animals.
Ever since I could think or know what they were, I love them ever since the beginning. I don't know what about them. I just think they can listen to you. They do have hearts like humans.
Babette says taking care of her tortoise is hard work, but her relationship with Flash makes it worthwhile.
I look at him every day and I can imagine him being as someone big or a person to me. Because he'll keep you company, he'll listen to you.
Rosie is one of the hedgehogs. She belongs to Lily.
It's really playful and cute. I love touching its belly. I like to give him a bath.
So, the story of the tortoise and the hedgehogs continues for the Bradleys, as the sisters take pride in caring for their special family members.
Every animal doesn't deserve to be locked up in a cage every day, having people just stare at it. It deserves to be free and have a nice life.
That's all we have for you tonight for this special edition of Claws and Paws.
For more of our stories, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter or subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll be back next Wednesday with our usual UI7 newscast.
Thanks for stopping by, Champaign-Urbana.
Hi, Charlie.